Hello, I'm Caroline Cha, and for today's channeling session, as you can see, I will be doing God Poseidon's channeling activation and empowerment session with you guys. And if you have not viewed previous channeling sessions, I have done a few God and Goddesses channeling sessions already, so you can head to my YouTube channel to take a look at them, and they are very unique channeling sessions. So for today's sessions, it will also be pretty unique as well. So if everyone is ready, I will get into this session. We've got Poseidon. He is already present. I'll just tune in to what he would like to bring through for this session today. So for this session, God Poseidon is actually sharing that this session will be doing mainly on him sharing and guiding through the process of energy work as well for the session, on emotions, on how to treat yourself the best way possible, including your emotions as well as treating yourself, loving yourself, and really caring for yourself. Um, he's saying that a lot of you have really clear clarity about self-love and how important it is. How you have already, I'm seeing that all of you actually have already taken some actions of self-love, taking care of yourself in your physical world, in your world. And I'm seeing like drinking water, making sure that you have water intake, and that's very important, he says. Making sure that you gather flowers for yourself, really taking that time for yourself. And you guys realize that even the simple act of gathering flowers for yourself isn't, isn't silly, isn't stupid. It actually means very important, having value to yourself, a value of self-love for yourself. And it isn't, before you knew about self-love, right now he's talking through you don't feel that gathering flowers have much value, actually, all of you, but because he wants all of you to realize the value of self-love and acts of self-love you do to treat yourself as well. So right now he says, upon doing this act of self-love, gathering flowers, for example, you realize that it is more than that. That actions you take in your world, even the simple action that is so unappreciated, unappreciated by what I mean, really you don't really pay much attention to it. And right now he's showing me like, through, I'm sure that all of you are familiar with this called gratitude work. So gratitude work is where you appreciate, you find things to appreciate and have gratitude for. And what gratitude work is so important, it is not just having that gratitude, because through this action of paying attention to these small simple things, they have value, actually, to appreciate. Actually, they are individual value, making awareness to yourself, even the spiritual value of themselves. So like simple act of drinking water, right now he is talking, This has immense value, but before, when you drink water, you don't really realize that action, the value of the action that you took for yourself has value, has purpose. Purpose is very important because there is always a genuine heart, from the heart purpose in every single thing. And where you find it lies that treasure, if you are able to take notice of it. And through these, for example, what Caroline mentioned about gratitude work, through exercises like these, you actually train yourself to be more consciously aware of paying attention to the value, the genuine true value of these actions as well. These things, I'm hearing someone say it, Caroline's hearing as well. These things, yes, things as well, because things do have a value. They aren't just merely a cost to you, because when you purchase something, it's not because of the cost, right? You purchase because there is a value that is being met to you, and the value, which at the point most of you more realize. For example, if you're going to buy a bag, you're not buying a bag because of the value. You're buying the bag actually because it helps you, and it can help you simply. One thing that all of you are aware is that it carries your goods in your items, and it's important because where else are you going to put your items when you go out? You have a lot of things, right? And that doesn't make sense. So you don't buy an item just because of the money itself. So it has a value. So I'm raising your awareness to all of you about this, because this is very important. And someone I heard, and Caroline I heard as well, say, aha, yeah, it makes sense, aha. And um, and back to me. So yes, so that is very important. So he is putting out this very important thing of awareness to all of us about value, about how items helps us and the value of it, including the action of you taking the action of loving yourself, of doing things as well, including just a simple act of walking to the supermarket, walking to the bank. These actions are not merely you walking, you just doing that walk. So it has a very deep meaning. Someone is saying deep meaning. And yes, so that was God Poseidon. Um, so for this channeling session, he is sharing on a number of points. So about how appreciation, how gratitude, how actions of you doing, things in this world for yourself, including for other people as well. So when you help other people, there is already a value. You're helping others. It's more than it's not more that you help others and then another time that you are not helping others. So that is very important to be aware of, and to appreciate yourself. That's very important. And seeing the value of you when you do appreciation exercises and gratitude exercises. So with this awareness, he's hoping that all of you are able to find a more deeper appreciation through your works, through your day, through whatever that you do. in your life, because it has a spiritual significance to you. It helps you, and it has a meaning and purpose as well. So I'll get to the session right now. So he says the next session that we can begin. So I'll start the session right now. If any of you would like to join in for this session, you can just make an intention with Divine Spirit, Divine Source, and your highest divine spiritual family. And I will open a safe space for all of us and work with God Poseidon, Divine Source, and my highest divine spiritual family for this session, calling on yours as well to work in this space. So for all of you, you can sit during this session. Throughout this session, you can lay down as well, however you like to do. Make sure you are comfortable. Make sure you are driving. And just be open to what I'm saying throughout the session. If you feel it is for you, then take it. And right now, take 3 breaths, 3 full breaths. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. So I'm seeing everyone's energetic bodies. Everyone is situated. Everyone is feeling really, happy. So right now I'm seeing all of your energy bodies. I'm seeing you, your spiritual you, and your highest divine spiritual families are with you, and they want me to share with you, and they are saying to each and every one of you that they love you so much. Taking this time to do that, they saying, because somehow each and every one of you really needs it. The spiritual energy from them, they're saying they want me to pass it on to you. And they're saying also this spiritual energy from them, so I'm helping to adjust any spiritual message that they want to share to you, to activate them, and so that you keep it, and others as well. And they just saying you really need it, and it will help you in the long run. It's not God Poseidon. It's your. I heard that someone is asking who is it, and I'm saying it's actually your divine spiritual families and divine source, your own one. So your own divine spiritual family are saying you need this spiritual energy. So it's not God Poseidon. The God Poseidon is blessing this process, is helping through this process. So I'm just helping more so in attunement for all of you. So if you have intended to join this session, I heard someone is asking, this is being done. So this is already being done once you are hearing this session. So this session is for people who will be receiving in the future, later today after I upload it. It will still be activated 24/7. So the entire process is still going on. and each of your team, your spiritual team, is just very happy that you receive this blessing, that they really want to send it to you, want to share it to you, but they don't know where to find the opportunity to, and this is a very perfect opportunity that they can do it, and they are very happy. So there are very weird, different energies actually. Some seems to be for different lives, different areas of your lives. One I heard is about baby, for example. The other is a lot about family, and there are a few more others. And I'm sending an attunement to help so you can hear them better. You can really have a stronger connection with them too as well. God Poseidon say this is for today's session too, because it will, he is saying, because it will help a lot on your self-love journey, on how you treat yourself, on how you are more consciously aware of how you treat yourself too. He's saying someone actually had a question about this, how to work with yourself in treating yourself, how to do it. Because he's saying, you are saying, I will just share briefly because it may be a little private. And if you want to contact me after this session to do a separate session, you can do so. So you can send me a message if you feel this applies to you, this message. He's saying that you actually was asking this because you realize that self-love has a lot to do with treating yourself, and you're saying that is very odd because you also see that the way you treat yourself mm, feels like for you needing more work, need growth, and you really want to do that, but you don't really know how to go about it, how to grow, how to move beyond this place of what you have been seeing on the internet, ideas on self-love. And God Pasai says they are great ideas, but true self-love, he's saying to sharing with you and others, and he's doing the previous work with your team of spiritual family is still going on a little. Someone still needs it, but God Pasai is proceeding to his work with you all. He says that it's a lot, true self-love, it's a lot more than just the physical itself. So that is a very important thing to be aware, he says. True self-love is really a lot about you. What does it mean by that? It's a lot about you working spiritually, consciously, inner work, he says, and really to do that. Although it feels like someone is says like maybe and he's saying that you know you realize that at one stage that the physical self-love that you do doesn't really work as much as you feel, because you will realize, all of you actually will have the realization that you want to do more, you want to do more, but it isn't working, and it's like you're trying to find a solution amongst what you already are doing more physically, he says, and it isn't going to work because that isn't where you will feel for you on your journey to move beyond, to grow actually, and to really feel that true genuine happiness in your world in doing self-love. So he's saying it's very important. So for example, he's saying you realizing self-love is a work that can be done by you is already a spiritual truth. It's really a spiritual truth already, because you can't really ask someone to do self-love for you. And self-love in itself is a spirituality work actually, and that is very important to be aware of. So he is actually um, talking to each and every one of you separately on more personal guidance and message on self-love, on how to treat yourself as well. And another separate topic would be on emotions to touch upon. Is one actually topic I've been hearing. So I'm seeing he is gathering, talking to each and every one of you. I'm laughing because someone was talking to God Poseidon about, are you going to give us some water? And and he says no. He says no. So he isn't doing that. He's really talking and blessing you with this talk, because his talk is not just talk. When he talks really, and any divine source, like gods and goddess, when they talk, it has a lot going on. So because there's truth in the word, in the communication, in speech. Um, so he is doing that and attuning to each and every one of you, wisdom, guidance, knowledge about this. He sees that he's sharing with me that divine wisdom and divine knowledge is essential in self-love as well, because you aren't able to do self-love without wisdom and without knowledge. And by that, what he means is, for example, self-love and spirituality goes hand in hand, is actually a wisdom. Most of you, actually all of you, see spirituality as a wisdom, right? He's asking all of you, and you recognize that spirituality has divine wisdom in it. And right now he's talking directly to each and every one of you. And he receives that all of you are saying yes. And he says yes. And including unconditional love, including infinite love, that as well, and including love to yourself, because they are not separate. And creation that is created in divine creation, there is no separation in this way. There is no separation, that self-love is separated from spirituality, and that is a divine wisdom in itself. So that is very important. And he is saying that don't have to feel burdened that self-love has spirituality, that it gets challenging, and he knows that spirituality somehow can get very stressful somehow. He's hearing someone, just a few is talking to him about this, and he hears you, um, because there is a lot going on about, spirituality, how you have to stand still for long periods of time, how you have to be this way, how you have to be that way, how you have to be so rigid. And he's saying that you are saying it doesn't feel, it doesn't sit well with you, it doesn't feel right at all, it doesn't feel like, about discrimination, what's going on as well, really sits well with you. And he says that true spirituality, is a blessing. Is really you with source, with what you do in the world, and what you do genuinely from the heart, what you do without judgments to yourself, what you do clearly, sincerely, from the heart as well. And all of these have divine spirituality in it. And you don't have to pay so much attention to non-truth about spirituality, because all you have to do is really genuinely come from your heart to just do with source, with your highest divine spiritual family. That's all it matters. That's all it matters. Even I was telling Caroline how meditation itself, it's very rigorous. All of you actually tell me that they are rigorous, a rigorous spiritual activity. And I told Caroline that it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to do a strict regimen of meditation like monks that they do in Tibet, because that is a different thing that goes on. And she actually tried that, and it actually didn't work as well as she hoped to, though she managed to really go through meditation really well and is a great meditator. But right now she would say that she wouldn't recommend people to go to try meditation like that. But really, the key word is really take it easy and just meditate and breathe. If you can't sit still for long periods of time, don't do that. Just casually sit comfortably, breathe, focus on your breath. Don't put stress, don't put so much stress on yourself, including your physical body, because you will find that you're thinking a lot of things, and you won't find that much of you are making much progress in your meditation. So that is very important. And I'm seeing God Poseidon just talking to each and every one of you how to relax. Don't tense up yourself. So he is actually moving a lot of energy to each and every one of you, and it's showing each and every one of you things in his palm. So there's a lot of things. There are shells. There are a lot of things he's showing actually in his palm. So these are actually feels to me like symbolism, analogies of how you can relax. You can really incorporate things in your life to relax, to come from a place of spirituality, to come from a place of a more balanced place. And yeah, it's showing to each and every one of you. And also to smell it, also to see it. So I'm just allowing him to do that with each and every one of you. So it got cut off just now, so I'll just resume. So I'm just allowing him to show each and every one of you So to me, I'm just looking at it. He he is sharing with me that the importance of appreciating what you have, appreciating what he was talking about before I started the channeling session is very important. And to smell, the expression, the saying called smell the roses, he's saying this is very important for all of you, including as well. And this will help all of you throughout your journey to the next, really a lot to next few part of your growth of self-love, self-growth, and really how you treat yourself as well. So I'm seeing God Poseidon is just, taking all of you a walk around just to move your body, your energy bodies. So it's more in, I would say, in flow. So you are more moving your energy bodies. Before it's a little odd. I just spent some time with him. So he just says that all of you just needed that sort of like an exercise, but it's a very sacred healing movement that he's bringing all of you through your energy bodies. He's saying, yeah, like an exercise. It isn't like really like an exercise. Like exercising, running. I'm seeing all of you walking, but he is guiding all of you through, relax, breathe, step by step. And this actually helps a lot with regulating your energetic bodies. So he is actually saying it will help you regulate your energetic bodies naturally. So this one will be with all of you for quite some time. Actually, I'm seeing like 6 months, 8 months. Your energy bodies will be much regulated. It will be much better, much well balanced, I will say, easier to balance, because the health of our energetic bodies, it's a little different. So if you want to balance your energetic bodies, it's a little challenging. And he's saying that this will help. And I'm seeing it helps a lot in calibrating your energetic bodies as well, moving it so it's more in natural, more in flow, in balance, so you don't really get so tense. And on an energetic level, I'm seeing it will help a lot for everyone. And God Poseidon is saying that all of your energy levels feels really much better. He's saying it's more about your spiritual energy levels, because I am working on your energy bodies, though it will affect on other areas as well for this session. And somehow he's just saying this will help a lot of you. And he's just right now he is flowing a wave of cleansing. It feels very cleansing, pure waters at all of you, and I'm helping to adjust it, align it with my team. And it helps to really just seeing everyone is very calm, is relaxing a lot into it. Quite a number of you are telling him it's really revitalizing waters and thanking him for it. And just seeing it really helps to release a lot of negativity, a lot of weight. Really a lot of weight actually, yeah. On the mental side, negativity, negative thoughts, a lot of weight on your energy. And it will help to reset, help in assisting in resetting after this session actually, for all of you. So I'm just letting him do it. All of you need this time. And God Poseidon is saying he knows that emotions are somewhat vulnerable for him to look at because he sees it very clearly and sees your emotions very clearly. So for example, if it's happy, if it's glad, if it's feeling uncomfortable, feeling sick, feeling guilty, he's able to feel it. He's able to see it. He sees it very clearly. He says that don't have to hide it. You don't have to hide your emotions. From him, he's saying, from him. He's saying that that emotions are not to see as see it as such a bad thing. Emotions are not. But always remember to be kind to yourself, to come from the heart when you deal with your emotions. Always. Because you want to feel right if you are not really feeling kind, feeling coming from the heart to deal with your emotions as well. So this is also what I am saying about treating yourself. It's very important. So with the emotions you have, put it down. Put any of you feeling fearful of me seeing your emotions. Just put it down. Let it go. And he is just saying very compassionately and kindly, because all gods and goddesses and souls are compassionate and kind and really there to genuinely help And yeah, that's very important. So he's finished the process, and he's just ensuring that everyone is well and giving each and everyone you pat on the back and a hug as well, saying, well done. And he loves each and every one of you. Sauce loves bigly, unconditionally bigly, very bigly. And he says to remind all of you, Sauce, Divine Spirit loves bigly, very big. And don't feel otherwise about it. So that's, he says, lastly, I'll see what he has to share. So I'll end this session, close the space as well. We've got Poseidon and your team, each and every one of your team right now as well. So all of you are thanking yourselves. I'm seeing after the entire session, all of you are thanking yourselves. And God Poseidon is thanking all of you in return as well. Treating yourself this way. The journey isn't easy to love yourself, but you'll find a lot of fruitful treasures, fruitful things, on your journey that you receive. So it isn't about what you get in that, in that manner, what you can get in that way. It's more of, you deep down to the genuine you really feel like you have achieved some things, and that's very important. And you will achieve a lot of things. Keep at it and go for it. Love yourself. And he kisses each of you on the cheek and say, telling each and every one of you to go for it and really go for it with much love, much kindness for yourself and compassion. Come from the heart, and always remember that Source loves you, that He loves you too. And you can always come back to Him to talk to Him. You can talk to Him on your own. You can relook this video once again to help strengthen the energies, revitalize the energies as well, and it will help immensely too to get another session, receive another session if you are going to relook this video again. So the session will still work. And right now I'm working with them to close the space, and also we've got Poseidon. So I'm adjusting all of your energetic bodies, so all of you are grounded too and balanced. And also sending each and every one of you just a short healing boost with your team of spiritual family and God Poseidon. So I'll just hear what he has to say because he suggested it just now. So he says he is sharing with me that it would be best to do a healing boost to help to boost what you have received during the session, and about uplifting yourself to more empoweringly treat yourself the best way. Treat yourself well and best. And it will greatly push what you have received today in the session much better, because he says all of you do need it, and it will help you immensely. So I will do the healing boost right now. So I'm doing with God Poseidon and my team of spiritual team. And it's helping to clear a lot of uncertainties all of you have. Mainly, it works on really a lot of uncertainties. And God Poseidon is saying that things will get better. Remember the exercises, being consciously aware to appreciate yourself is very important, and other things too as well. But your awareness of these, he say, has grown and will be activated through this empowerment session, so you will work with it more actively, and more actively also have this work with him too, in a way. So I'm seeing the boost being done, and the boost will help a lot about uncertainties that all of you have. Yeah, and it manifests usually as forms of sabotaging, he's saying, and it will help a lot in these areas where you will sabotage yourself. Yeah, so that is all. I thank God Poseidon for this session, and he says thank you to all of you as well. And yeah, I hope everyone have enjoyed it. I've also ensured that everyone's energy bodies are grounded and balanced and well. So all the space is closed right now. And after this session, I would recommend to walk around. If you need to go outside to really ground yourself, just be consciously aware of being present. Being here in the now will help a lot in the grounding process. Let me see. I feel like he says there isn't any more for him to share, so it's okay. So that's all. So I hope everyone enjoyed this session. Thank you so much for joining me for this channeling activation empowerment session with God Poseidon. If you'd like to have a customized channeling activation empowerment session with me, please purchase a session with me on my website. And also, you can also send me a PM as well to book a session with me. I also have other services and products that you can view on my website as well. And thank you so much for joining in with me today. I'm Caroline, and thank you again. I will be doing another god or goddess channeling perhaps next month. I'll see how it goes. You can follow me on Instagram or Facebook to check out more details. So thank you all for joining in. Bye bye.